Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Let me turn the music down. There we go. Yes, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully, you're having a good Sunday. Yeah, it's hot, man. It's still hot, you know. And I'm dealing with a shitty sleeping pattern. It's hot, and I can't get to, and you know, have trouble getting to sleep. It is what it is. It's what it is. But we move. So yeah, I hope you're having a good weekend. Hope you're having a good day, good Sunday. If you have work tomorrow, I apologise, but you know it is what it is. Such is life, unfortunately. So yeah, we're going to continue on with Ethereal Enigma Part 13 today. And I was thinking about it. Thought about it earlier. Like, I wonder how much longer we've got with Ethereal Enigma. Like, I don't want it to abruptly end, right? And I don't feel like we're at the end. Because you'd know story wise if we were nearing the end, like Evelyn would have more information about going home. We'd have discovered a way for her to go home, right? And you know, maybe she's hesitating to go back because she's like, well, if I leave, can I ever come back here, right? Like she's made a home for herself in this world, and you know, she's sort of wondering, well, if I go, it's my home. I want to go back there. It's where my family is, my people, my kingdom. But if I go, will I ever be able to come back here? You know, is it a one-way trip? It's not like she doesn't want to go back. It's the idea of going back and not ever be able to come back to Earth, our world, right? You know, you'd know. And I imagine that's how it's going to go, right? Like, so it would be a bit weird for her character development if she was in the same mental space she was at the start, right? Like, she hadn't progressed. She hasn't got invested in this world, right? I imagine she's going to be torn, right? And it won't be about just going there back. She wants to go back. Of course she does. But it's the idea of going back and then never being able to come back to our world, right? Will she have to wait for me to wish again, right? Or somebody else to make a wish for her to come back, you know? So it's the idea of it being a one-way trip and not a return, you know. I think that'll be a thing, right? And we'll be talking to everybody about it, right? Like we would have found what, like when we have a definitive way for her to go back, right? We find out like, oh, there is actually a way for her to go back, right? That's when I know we're nearing the end. We haven't discovered anything. We haven't heard it. It's been a little while since we've heard anything about her going back, so I doubt we're gonna I doubt we're nearing the end yet. I doubt we're nearing the end. I think we're well over halfway through the novel. I think we're well over halfway through, but I doubt we're nearing the end yet. I don't think we're in the final stretch, you know, the final act, because if we were, I feel like we'd know it, right? There'd be signs that we were nearing the end. One of them being that we would have found a way for her to go back, right? And we haven't found the way for her to go back yet. We haven't even heard about that in a while, so I doubt that's the case. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I was also thinking, like, you know, how, like, what I could do, like, if I want to restructure things on the stream. I know it's the idea. I don't want to stream for too long, right? But I don't want to stream too often because I want to get burnt out on streaming. But at the same time, you know, it's the idea of like, what can I do on stream? You know, what could I do? But the annoying part is like it's twofold. Like I said, I don't want to stream too much and get burnt out on the streaming, right? And then on top of that, like you know, I've got to find time to edit shorts and upload shorts and stuff, right? We should put like a day or two aside, right? And then just going ham, you know. But it's finding time to edit shorts and stuff, right? And then I just like the more often I stream, the less free time there is for me to do stuff in my own time, right? To chill and stuff. Because what I have to do is a job. I feel like I said it on stream before. It's like it's a 0-hour job, right? Like I can be needed at any hour of the day, right? At any given time, any hour of the day, right? So it's kind of like a roll of the dice, you know. It's kind of a roll of the dice, right? If I'm gonna have free time, you know, like some days, you know, it's busier than others, right? Some days I could be needed the whole day, right? My whole afternoon is gone, or the whole morning is gone, right? And then I've got the afternoon and the evening free, or the morning and afternoon is gone, but the evening is free, right? It really depends of what I've got, what's required of me on any given day, right? I would argue it's a 0-hour contract. Like there's like a minimum requirement, but like I would say it's effectively like a 0-hour contract, or the equivalent to one. Even though it isn't technically one, it's the equivalent to one. So it's kind of like, you know, I don't want to stream too often and then never have any free time for myself, and I've got to find time to edit shorts and stuff, and I always don't want to get burnt out. So it's kind of like, you know, what do I do? You know, what do I do? What do I do? So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I have to think on it. Obviously, I've got the fighting stream on during the week, which, you know, you know, it's a bit finicky right now. I'm a bit finicky with it right now, right? Like, it's am I gonna do it? Am I not? Right? Some days I do feel it, some days I don't. You know, so it's kind of like, you know, should I really be adding on more days of stream when I talked about it with a friend the other day as well. Like, oh, why don't you stream this game on stream? And I was like, yeah, but you know, I'm already streaming, like, you know, 3 days in air quotes a week, right? If you count the fighting game stream, I'm already streaming 3 days a week on top of like shorts and stuff that I upload. It's kind of just like, you know, I think 3 days is good enough, right? 3 days is a good amount each week, right? There's 7 days in a week and 3 days in a week, right? That's almost half of the week I stream, right? I think that's a good amount. So, you know, with half of the week streaming and uploading shorts and stuff, I feel like that's a good amount. So maybe I drop the fighting games for now and I switch over to another game. Maybe that's what I could do. But it's got to be a game that I can stream and I can run, right? So that's another thing, right? It has to be something that I can confidently stream and run on my PC. You know, and with my PC, I struggle to run the games natively, especially if it's a modern game. I struggle to run them natively, let alone on top of stream, which takes up a lot of, you know, processing, you know, power and GPU power. It takes up a lot of my CPU and GPU. More of my CPU than my GPU, because I'm using the X264 codec, which uses more CPU than GPU. You can configure it on how much you want it to use, but it's more CPU than it's more CPU than GPU. Right, leaving my GPU free for the games, right? If the game's GPU heavy. So I don't know. It really all depends. I could drop the fighting game for now and do another game. But then it really all depends on what it is. It really all depends on what it is. We'll see. We'll see. I'll think on it. Anyway, let's actually launch the game up because we're like 23 minutes in now. 50 minutes start the stream. I've updated you all on like, I've asked you now days ago and stuff. I've updated you all on where I am with the stream. But maybe I'll put Mortal Talk about. Maybe I'll put Mortal Talk about on hold for a bit, you know, and come back to it when I'm a bit more into it, right? Because like, I think I've said this on stream before, right? It's a little bit splotchy, right? It used to be. I think at one point it was every day. Then I kept adjusting it, right? And now it's like 1 day a week, right? Like, well, I think at one point every day was a different day, right? One day it was injustice, another day it was this and that, right? Like I was, you know, but you know, I didn't motivate. I wasn't motivated enough and committed enough to keep to that, right? So I don't know. But if I mix it, if I put it on hold, how long do I put it on hold for, right? But if I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it, right? Just find something else that I do want to, I am more motivated to stream, right? I'm not finding myself saying, I don't feel it, I don't feel it, I don't feel it. So, or maybe I just make that day, you know, I just make that day a stream a multi-stream day, right? I just stream whatever I feel like doing. I just stream whatever I feel like doing. I don't know. I'll have to think on it. I really need to think on it. Try to think of ways to make the stream more engaging, right? Stream stuff that people want to see, but at the same time, stream things that I'm motivated to stream, right? I don't know. Maybe I just make the third day another story game stream, but I just make it a different one. So I do one story game on the weekend. I make the week stream another story game. But that's two. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll have to see. I'll have to see. Right. Let's get down and launch the game up. Game, music, and game capture. We're all good. Let's launch the game up and go from there.
Now there's no turning back. I know that we'll face whatever may come our way, 'cause tomorrow's a new day. These simple days may pass me by, but with your hand I know that we can fly, guiding me through an open door. We can soar with you, there's no hesitation, only feelings that whisper inside my heart, telling me this is the place to start. Although there's times I may stumble and fall again, I know that I'm not alone in the end. I'm finally taking a path that will guide me straight ahead. Now there's no turning back. Just let those empties fade into black and fall into a new day. Please promise you won't let it slip away, and no, I'll be there. We'll take the leap and not have a care today. Will be the day. I'll never let these feelings slip away.
Alrighty, let's get to it. Yeah, I really don't know. I'm gonna have to think on it. Really gonna have to think on it. Alright, game is showing. Game audio. So game is shit. Game is showing. Game audio is going. Mic audio is going. We're all good. We are in the green. Apparently OBS is reporting one missed frame. One lonely frame is one less lonely frame. Nobody probably get that reference, but it's fine. Right, we're good. We're good. All right, let's do it. Let's go. Let's continue. Where were we? We were at the beach house. We just played the spin the bottle Truth or Dare game. Spin Dare, which is like a mix of spin the bottle and Truth or Dare. Which if you think about it, spin the bottle, I think they even described it when we was doing it the other day, like the way it was described by Kose, right? It's the same. They're the same game, just a different execution on that game, right? Truth or Dare is you just pick each other, right? You just you take turns doing Truth or Dare. There's no like spin. There's no like RNG element to it, right? Whereas spin the bottle is Truth or Dare. Well, no, spin the bottle is just Dare, right? Spin the bottle is just the Dare part of Truth or Dare with an RNG element. Whereas Truth or Dare is you just select somebody. There's no RNG to it. You select somebody, and then they get to pick, what one they want to do. Which, if you think about it, Spin Dare is probably the best of both worlds. But it's an RNG element, so nobody can just know. You can't just keep picking the same person, right? So it's an RNG element. So everyone's subjected to it, right? So the same person could be picked twice or 3 times. you know, and you can't just, you know, you can't, there's no bias, right? It's just whoever the bottle lands on. And to, you know, to dare something, and everybody, you know, dares are more exciting than truth, right? Truths can be exciting too, but dares are inherent. I think there's inherently more excitement to dares. Either way, right? And then you've got Mino punched me in the bloody arm, right? Even though I'm not, I don't remember what it was over. Like, I think Code was sort of like they hugged. He was like hoping their tits would mush together, and because they didn't, he got upset. And Kira actually kind of saved, no, Mino kind of saved his ass because she went on at him about it. And the other girls were like, what's going on? She's like, oh, don't worry about it. Let's just move on. So she kind of saved his ass. I think she did punch him in the arm, but the other girls would have probably had a thing or two to say and or do about it, right? So she kind of saved him on that one. And then oh yeah, that was what it was. It was because everyone, when she was going to kiss me, and we was like, wait, what are you doing? Right? Everyone was like, wait, what the fuck? Are you seriously going to go through with this? And I feel like my character even pushed back on the idea of her kissing me, right? And it's like, no, I'm going to kiss you on the lip, cheek, or the forehead, right? And even though everybody thought that's what she was going to do, right? She punches me in the arm, right? Like, what the fuck? I'm going to get her back for that. I'm going to remember that. I'm going to make a mental note of that. I can't punch her in the arm because then I'm beating up on a woman or a girl, right? It's a boy beating up on a girl, right? Or you know, so I can't hit her because it'll be my ass on a silver platter, even though I feel like I'm justified in doing it and I did nothing wrong, right? There's been no comeuppance for her, right? So I'm going to remember that and I'm going to get her back. I'm going to get her back for that. If an opportunity presents itself where I can get her back for punching me in the arm, I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. Known as a meaner pain in the ass on any given day, she punched me in the arm for no good reason. Right? Did people misconstrue the situation? Absolutely. But everybody did it, not just me. Why was I the one to get punched in the arm? It's bullshit. Anyway, let's get on. I wake up to an enticing aroma. Kira buys breakfast again? Throwing off my blankets, I quickly get ready, then head into the kitchen. Instead of the beautiful baked spread from yesterday, I see clumsy plates of runny eggs, greasy bacon, charred tomatoes and burnt toast. Oh, Mina must be cooking. Yep, there we go. Mina scrambles around the kitchen. I can't believe I was just taking a piss. I called it. I can't believe it. Mina scrambles around the kitchen, looking pleased with herself. Good morning?
Morning!
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?
My heart sinks as reality sets in. Mina is cooking. One by one, the delicious smells entice my friends out of their rooms and into the kitchen. Jose is the first to arrive, with Ariel and Kira trailing behind. The delight on his face drops to alarm as soon as he sees Mina by the stove.
Mina, what are you doing?
She glances up in surprise, then breaks into a huge grin.
Oh, you're all up!
I glance suspiciously at the plates lined up on the counter. How can something smell so deceptively good and look so bad?
I wanted to do something special to thank Kira for yesterday, so I made everyone Western-styled breakfast this morning. Eat up!
Does mine come with an apology note? No? Alright. I know it's quite petty, right? But like, no, it's like, no, fuck the bitch. Alright? Everyone thought it, except me. I believe I can go back on stream. There's evidence that I even said, like, I'm sure it's just a kiss on the cheek or something. It was a kiss on the forehead, but I believe I said it's probably just a kiss on the cheek, right? And the devs are going to lean into it, but not going to go all the way because of the type of game that it is, and that would be crossing the line, right? But they're going to lean into it by, like, you know, they're going to insinuate it's going to happen, but then they're going to back out. It's going to be a kiss on the cheek. I feel like I said something along those lines, right? I called it. I feel like I did call it. So I'm like I said, I am going to 100% get her back for that. Is it petty? Is it spiteful? Absolutely. But justice must be served. Jose's concern transforms into
Are
horror.
you trying to kill us all?
I know it's a game, but still. Mina rolls her eyes.
Don't be so dramatic.
I'm not. It's a legitimate question.
Jose turns to me.
Back me up here.
They're Jose to eat it. Does it look safe? Oh yeah, no, 100%. I mean, I would argue going for the mental is better than the physical. I can't punch you in the arm, like I said, but I can absolutely go for the mental. And I'm not going to subject Jose to the food. It's not fair on Jose. He got punched in the arm the other day too, so it's not fair to subject him to the food. That would be funny. That would be funny though to dare him to eat it. Doesn't look safe. Actually, this would probably be better because me daring him to eat it means that he can't eat it off his own fruition, right? It's not good enough that he can eat it on his own. He's got to be dared into eating it because it's that bad. Plus, it's a callback to the game yesterday, right? The spin dare game. So I feel like that's like a double fuck you. I'm daring him to do it, which is a play on the game we played yesterday, which is, harkening back to what we played yesterday. And it's insinuating that her food is so shit, someone has to be dared to eat it. Yeah, no, I feel like, in fact, the more I think about it, this is better. This is better. Anyone can tell that this is not... Sorry, anyone with eyes can tell that this is not a breakfast that should be eaten. I grin mischievously. Yeah, Jose. I dare you to try it and see what happens. His eyes widen and he vigorously shakes his head.
No way! You can't pay me enough to put that in my mouth.
That's what she said. That's what she said. He blinks and then laughs.
Nice one.
Thank you. Evelyn brushes past us, shooting each of us a look of disdain.
Of course the boys are rude and unappreciative. I wouldn't expect anything less.
Now here we go. Boys are this, boys are that. Me. Fuck you, Evelyn, you sexist bitch. Fuck yourself. And I bet you, in a twist of fate, she's going to eat it and she's going to find it horrible. But she can't admit that it's as bad as we thought it was, because then that means she's admitting we have a point. So her pride is going to get the better of her, and she's just going to fake, save face and pretend that she actually enjoys it when she doesn't. Because girls are so manipulative and prideful. And instead of just being honest about how you feel, you've got to beat around the bush because you can't just be straight up with things. I wouldn't expect anything less, Evelyn. You want to do all boys are this and that? I can do all girls are this and that. Fucking sexist bitch. I know it's just a game, but it grinds my gears when all men are this, all men are that. It's like, by that same logic, I can say all women are this, all women are that. And trust me, there are things I can say which I personally feel are objectively true. Now, is that stereotyping? Yes. And you shouldn't lump all people into one group. You shouldn't judge an entire group by the actions of one, right? And statistics mean nothing to the individual, right? All of this is true. But I just, even like, as I say, but right, I should say and, but and even then, right, it happens, right? I hate it when people do that, man. All men are this, all men are that. It's like, could you judge me on me and not on a stereotype based on my gender? Like, can you judge me for me? But we'll see karma play out, right? She's gonna make a sexist remark about us, and she's gonna have Mina's back because girl power, right? Girls stick with girls. But she's gonna taste the food. It's gonna be shit, but she's too prideful to admit that we have a point. So she's gonna save face and act like it's good when it isn't, right? And I hope I get the opportunity to fucking lay into her for it. Let's see how this plays out, people. Let's see how this plays out.
I think what she's done is very generous.
Of course you do. Kira nods.
Yes, thank you, Mina. This is very nice of you.
Of course! It was the least I could do after all the food you bought for us yesterday. Go ahead, dig in.
Please. Please let the girls dig in first. Please let it be shit. He pushes the plates towards the girls. Erin picks up a fork.
Thank you. I think I will.
Let's go. Thank
Don't
you.
do it.
Thank you. I think I will. I'm going to enjoy this food and love it, unlike the boys, who are going to be boys. Boys. Boy, go fuck yourself. No, sorry. Boys. Boy, I wish you would go fuck yourself. That's it. There we go. That's the take, people. That's the take. That's the take. That's the take. Sorry, I talked over him.
Don't do it.
Oh, stop. It can't be that bad. After all, it smells so good.
Yeah, that's being deceptive. You as a woman might know a thing or two about that. Deception. You know, if we're going there, since we're going there, Evelyn, you know, since we're going there.
Win, but don't be fooled.
Yep. It's a Venus flytrap. Venus flytrap.
Mina is right. You're very dramatic.
Ignoring Kose's warning, Erin shovels in a mouthful of food. Immediately, her smile freezes into place. Yep. Yeah, by the way, if there's any women watching me, because I believe I saw on YouTube the other day that apparently I do have like 8% a female, 8% of my audience is female on YouTube. I don't know about Twitch, but on YouTube, 8% of my audience is female. I want to let you know that I don't think you're all like that, okay? I want to make that clear. Like I said earlier, you shouldn't judge one by the actions of the many, right? You know, I shouldn't lump all women into one group or into one like label, right? I apologize. My what's the word I'm looking for? My gripe, my quarrel. That's it. My quarrel isn't with you, right? It's the women who say all men are this, all men are that, right? Those are the women that I take issue with, you know. Those of you with a brain and those of you with a heart who think and see things clearly, right? And give people a fair chance. And don't just see, oh, he's a boy with a penis, and then automatically make assumptions. You guys are, you women are lovely and wonderful and fine, and there should be more of you. You're leading by example. It's the women like, you know, I mean, obviously this is a game, right? But it's women who act like Erin, right? And then don't even have the decency to admit the fault. They're too prideful to do that, and so they just try and save face, right? Because they don't want to admit they're wrong to a guy. That those are the women I take issue with. The women who are wonderful and don't do that. You ladies are wonderful, right? Can't give you enough praise. It's just women like Erin in real life. Okay, I don't want to lose the 8% of my female audience. Please don't go. Stay, please. Ignoring Kose's warning, Erin shovels in a mouthful of food. Immediately, her smile freezes into place. Here we go. Erin. Slowly, she forces herself to chew, the smile becoming more and more strained with every bite.
Well, what do you think?
Mina, she thinks exactly what we think, but she's too prideful. As I said before, because I fucking called it. As I said before, she's too prideful to admit that we have a point. And after she made a big song and dance about boys are this, boys are that, boys. After she did that big song and dance, right? And it was like, girl power, I'm with you. Your food is amazing. Fuck the boys. Right? After she did all that, sorry, I'm not my micro, I apologise. Oh, I said not micro, not the mic, I apologise. After she did all that big song and dance, now she has to save face. Because if she just says what she really thinks, then she's admitting the boys were right. And after all of that big song and dance about us being boys and ew, blah blah blah, you know, boy, you know, this and that, she admits we're right. You know, she'll look stupid. She'll look weak and she'll feel embarrassed. She can't have that. She can't give the boys anything to go off of, right? So now she's going to just, you know, be like, yeah, oh, it's lovely. It's absolutely wonderful. If I look like I'm in pain, it's only because my body can't process how good this food is. I need a minute to step away and truly appreciate how it is. You know, she'll guarantee you she'll say something like that. I guarantee you. And do you think I'm just gonna sit here and let her save face like that? Fuck no. We're going to rip into her, and we're going to rip into her hard. I'm going to be Rambo with a fucking minigun. I'm gonna roast this bitch alive. Evelyn clears her throat.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Oh wow. She didn't even say anything. She just immediately ups and leaves. Oh, I can respect that. I can respect that. It's a cowardly move, I'll admit. It's a cowardly move. However, I can respect her just immediately getting up and leaving. I can respect that. I can respect that. Quietly, she gently places the fork on the plate and then exits the room. Jose and I share a silent look. Mina glances briefly at the doorway.
That was weird. Maybe she had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, to vomit.
Mina glares at Jose and then turns to Kira.
Kira, why don't you give it a try? I made it especially for you.
Kira, just say I'm not hungry. Just say I'm not hungry and back out. Okay? It's your only move. It's your only move.
Don't do it, Kira. Save yourself.
Her brows crease in slight worry. But she picks up a fork. Of course, Kira would be too nice to decline. She digs into the eggs, watching it slide right off. After the second try, the eggs make it into her mouth. Her face remains a blank mask as she slowly chews. Is it good? After a pause, she shakes her head, then takes another bite. But you're still eating it. He nods. So it can't be that bad if you're managing.
It could be improved.
Ooh, Kira just comes out with it. Mina looks worried.
Oh no, what's wrong with it?
It's shit.
Well, the poached eggs broke its shape, and that makes it hard to eat.
Huh? Those are supposed to be scrambled eggs.
Mina, the only thing that's scrambled is your brain. Jose grimaces.
It's even worse than we thought.
Fucking Jose, man. I'm being an arse, alright, but Jose just taking no prisoners. Oh, man. She glares at Jose before turning back to Kira.
What else can I improve on?
Kira takes another bite.
Is bacon supposed to be chewy?
Okay,
Jose whisks the plate away from Kira.
this is getting dangerous now.
Mina's eyes are wide, and for once she agrees with Jose.
Yeah, it's okay. If you don't like it, you don't have to eat it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't want you to force yourself.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, the coward's back. Before Kira can respond, Evelyn bursts back into the room, wearing a bright and cheery grin. She saunters over to her seat as if she'd never left.
Whoa, Erilyn, where did you come from?
Thank you for your efforts, Mina.
Wow. So she clearly doesn't like the food. She just instantly gets up and fucks off without saying anything, which I can respect that. I can respect that's a power move right there. That's a power move. But it's also a cowardly one as well, right? And now she comes back after she probably went into the bathroom to spit it out and then waited for everyone to be done. But oh God, did I miss it? Oh no, oh, I was in the bathroom too long and now the food's gone cold. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mina, you know? And she's thanking her for her efforts. Acting like she loved the food and it was wonderful. You fucking coward.
Oh, you're welcome. Did you want more?
Oh, please, I will happily back Mina in this moment. If only to see Evelyn actually fucking suffer and eat her words.
My, what a lovely morning we're having so far, aren't we?
Don't change the subject, Evelyn. Evelyn plasters on a bright grin as she ignores the question. Was she just hiding in the next room to avoid eating Mina's food? Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what she was doing. Wow. I really can't fucking believe you.
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. Tell me, Evelyn, how does it feel up there?
Up where?
Well, you know, all the way up in La La Land, you know, up where you're on your high horse. Evelyn raises a delicate brow.
That's funny coming from someone who refuses to even try the food his own family made him.
I shouldn't be a hypocrite. Mina said I didn't have to eat it. Touche. No, I shouldn't be a hypocrite. I paused. Unfortunately, that's true. I have no right to accuse her when I didn't even eat Mina's food. I guess there's only one thing I can do. For the greater good, you know. Taking a fork, I dig into the gloopy eggs and quickly shove it into my mouth. My stomach feels queasy as the eggs slide down. But at least I did it.
Oh, come on. You're acting like it's going to kill you. It can't be that bad.
I love that. I shouldn't be a hypocrite. I thought I was like, no, you're absolutely right. I was thinking I was picking it. It says, yeah, I shouldn't be a hypocrite. But at least I'm not lying through my fucking teeth, right? If I don't like it, I'm going to just be outright that I don't like it. That I think it's bad. I'm not going to lie to her face. I'm not going to lie to her face and make her feel, make her think I like it when I don't. I'm going to be honest about it because I'd rather hurt her feelings and be honest than lie through my teeth and see her think I appreciate that when I don't. You know, that's why I think I thought it was going to go when I said I shouldn't be a hypocrite. But that's also really good too because I showed everything up. All right, so no, you're absolutely right. How can I talk shit about you not liking the food, but you lie through your teeth to save face when you at least tried it when I didn't even try it to begin with, right? At least you tried it, right, and gave it a go. Right, I'm shitting on it and I didn't even try. You're absolutely right. Let me take a bite. Let me give it a fair chance before I talk shit about it. Which makes everything look bad because I've shown her up. So, you know what? Even though it didn't go the way I thought it would when I chose the option, it still went a way that I can be happy with.
Famous last words.
Mina picks up a fork and takes a bite. Her eyes widen as she places the fork back down.
So, Kira, are there any good breakfast places around here?
We laugh and help Mina clean everything up. Afterwards, we order food from a local cafe Kira recommends. They offer Western-style food and we each enjoy the breakfast we were meant to have. When we're done eating, Mina sighs.
The weekend is almost over.
Yeah, today is the last day.
I can't believe it went by so quickly.
You know what? I'm actually kind of glad because that means I don't have to spend any more time with fucking Evelyn. Kira nods.
I know! Way too quickly. But we better start packing since it'll be time to go home soon.
Oh, I'll miss it here.
I won't. If it was just me, Kose, Mina, and maybe Kira, I would have probably enjoyed it, right? I don't want Mina to necessarily be here because I don't like her and she's a pain in the ass. But I may not care for Mina, but I dislike Evelyn more. And Mina and Kose likes Mina. Right, they've been getting closer as of late. So I would have allowed Mina to be here. I would have minded Mina being here, you know, for Kose's sake, right? To make it, you know, so that he could be happy, right? But Evelyn being here, I'll be honest with you, it just made it. It dampened the weekend.
Me too. But our families will miss us more if we don't go home.
You know, obviously they haven't read it like it, right? But if I was the writer for this novel, right, I would have added more opportunities for you to call Evelyn up on how she acts and behaves, right? That all you've ever done since I wished you into this world was treat me like shit, you know, talk me down every step of the way, right? Despite me helping you, despite me, you know, taking you in and asking my family to take you in, right, and help you out, right? Sure, maybe I could have done more and could be doing more, but I still helped you and made sure to take responsibility for you being in this world. And all you've done this entire time is just shit on me every opportunity you get, and just act like a royal prick, right? And just have Evelyn fire back at me, and just have that fucking, you know, that tension, right? That make or break conversations, right? I wish there was more opportunities to call her up on her crap, right? It's like with Mina punching me in the arm, right? I never got to address that with her, right? It's like with Evelyn acting like she does towards me, and me never getting the opportunity to call her up on how she acts to me. Not really call her up, right? Like, don't remember, I like PixelFade novels, but there's not as many opportunities as I'd like to. There's not as many choices I'd like to have more freedom of choice, you know? Like, every choice that you get to rip into each other, make fun of each other, but there's no options where you really get to, like, you know, get into the nitty-gritty, right? And you could argue, well, that's not how PixelFade novels are, right? They've never been about that, right? But I feel like there was times in Ace Academy where you called people up on their crap. I could be wrong. It's been a hot minute. But I don't know about Cowrie After Story or Crystalline, which is another one of their games. But I feel like in Ace Academy I feel like I could be wrong, but I have a vague feeling that like there was like at least one moment in Ace Academy where you got to call, maybe it was even Cowrie herself, where you got to call her up on her crap. Like you actually got to really fire back. You know, there's been no like, you know, clap back options in this game. So yeah, no options that carry like weight. You know, I just don't feel like there's been any of those options so far. And you could argue that's what they're not really about, but like I said, I feel like in Ace Academy there was like at least one, maybe, you know, like maybe more. Or if there's one, there's more. But I feel like there was one. I can't be certain, but I feel like there was maybe one where you got to like call someone up on their crap, and address the bullshit. You know, like I know that's not what these novels are about, right? And the feel and vibe and tone, right? But I would have preferred more options for you to be able to do that, you know? But to be like, you know, why did you punch me in the arm? Everybody else thought the same thing, and for me to talk to her about it afterwards, you know? But maybe that would kill the vibe, right? That would kill the mood. But it would be opportunities for character progression, right? To add a bit more, you know, depth and drama to the situation. Obviously, I'm not, I've, you know, what do I know, right? I haven't written anything in a long time, you know, and I'm obviously, you know, my writing styles are going to be different than whoever wrote this novel, right? And my approach to writing is going to be different, right? But I don't know. I just feel like just speaking as both a viewer and well, as a player, you know, viewer, and as a writer, I just feel like it would have been nice to have more opportunities, you know, especially like, because I'm sorry, but you know, with how Evelyn acts, right? I just feel like it makes sense for you to have an option where you're like, Evelyn, I want to address something with you, right? You treated me like shit ever since you got here. Every opportunity you've shit on me, you've put me down, you know? I've helped you as best I can the whole way, and maybe I could have done more and could be doing more even now. But I've stuck by you and have pushed to continue helping you despite how you've treated me. What's up with that, you know? Maybe it doesn't go anywhere and Evelyn's too prideful to admit to even think she's done anything wrong. She's very narcissistic and probably doesn't even perceive her actions as wrong, right? So maybe it doesn't go anywhere. I don't know, I just feel like, you know, that would have been nice to have more options like that, you know? And it would have been interesting to see how they play out. But I also think that, like, if Evelyn was a real character, if I knew Evelyn in real life, like a woman, you know, because I'm almost 30 now, if I knew a woman like Evelyn in real life, oh my god, we would not be friends. we would not be friends. If she was part of my friend group, I would mute her so fast. Like, if we were hanging out on Discord and stuff, I would mute her and make it known to the others, look, I'm going to mute her. Because we're always at each other's throats. And honestly, my mind goes to... My mind's going some dark places when I think about her, right? Like... Because I don't know how if anybody else has, right? But like when you really don't like somebody, right? You actually, you know what I mean? It's not healthy, but you imagine, right? Like, oh my God, you know, I want, you know, I want to kill you. But it's figuratively, right? You'd never act on it. But I feel like if I knew someone like Evelyn in real life and she was part of my friend group, oh my God, would we be at each other's throats? Because I would not hesitate. I would not hesitate to call her up on her bullshit. To confront her on how she's acting and treating me. Oh my God, I would not hesitate. I would not hesitate for a second to drill into her every opportunity I get. I would not hesitate. And it would just be a lot of tension and it would make everybody else in the friend group miserable. Right? Like, oh, I'm so glad I don't know someone like Erin in real life. Like, to me, she is such an unlikable character. She's so unlikable. She's so unlikable. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Me too. But our families will miss us more if we don't go home.
Yeah, you're right.
Reluctantly, we clean up the kitchen, and then everyone splits off to go pack up their stuff. I hurry back to my room and pile my things into my bag. I have almost everything I brought, except I can't find my phone. I probably left it out front. I exit my room. But as I exit my room, I overhear Mina giggling and see her and Kose standing close together in the living room. Their hands touch and their fingers intertwine as he offers her a towel. Hey guys. They both leap apart at the sound of my voice and the towel drops to the ground. Kose scratches the back of his head, trying to play it cool.
Oh, hey, man, what are you doing here?
Are you spying on us? Because that's not okay.
Nina, we're living under the same roof together and you're in the living room. I just came out of my room because I was packing and we're leaving soon. What the fuck are you talking about? No. I think I left my phone here. Or it tucked into the couch. And I was right.
Oh.
What are you guys doing?
Nothing?
Like, actually tries to gaslight me and make me out to be the bad guy when I've done nothing wrong. Fuck you, Mina. Fuck you. If you weren't with Kose, oh boy, would I make your relationship with that guy live in hell. Like, if it wasn't for Kose, if it wasn't for you being with one of my best friends, I would fuck you up. God damn, Mina's so unlikable. Erin is unlikable, but Mina does not make it easy either.
Nothing.
That's a perfectly unsuspicious answer. Uh-huh.
I was just returning Mina's towel.
Yep. That's it. Nothing further.
Okay. I'll play your game. Why did you have Mina's towel?
Oh, she left it last night when we went out. Ow!
Before Kose can finish, Mina punches him in the arm. She loves to abuse men, doesn't she? I think I've just realised that Mina just loves to physically abuse men. She just loves to physically abuse men.
What was that for?
Gosh, Kose, why do you keep taking my stuff?
She glares a warning, tilting her head towards me. Do these two realise I have eyes and can see what's going on? Kose's eyes widen and he panics.
Oh. Sorry.
Wow. No comeback for once? You two must be really getting along.
What? No, we aren't. That's why I took her stuff. Because it would be... funny?
Mina continues to stare at Kose, whose face pales.
I need to finish packing.
He darts out of the room before anyone else can react. Once he's out of sight, Mina sighs.
Sometimes I don't even know why I bother with him.
Sometimes I don't even know why I bother with you, but such is life. Because he makes you happy?
Yeah.
Her face turns bright red when she realizes what she said.
I mean, only because we're just friends, and friends make each other happy. Like you. You would make me happy too.
No, I would make your life fucking miserable, and I'd do it with a fucking great big smile on my face. I would actively think each day. I'd dedicate time each day to thinking about ways I could make you miserable. Because I'm fucked in the head and a sadistic piece of shit. Like, I'm not kidding. Like I said, I'm not kidding. As I said earlier, I'm not kidding. Right? If I had to deal with people like Mina and Erilyn in my day-to-day life, I would actively sit there and think about ways I could make their lives miserable. Because they make my life so miserable despite me not doing anything inherently wrong to either of them. Right? Like, her punching me in the arm, I wouldn't allow that. But you punch me in the fucking arm again, I don't care if you're a girl. Right? I will defend myself if you try and punch me in the arm. Especially when I've done nothing to deserve it. Like, if you try to punch me in the arm, I will defend myself. Fair warning. And with Erin acting out like she does towards me, oh my god, I would enjoy making her be miserable. Now, do I admit that's fucked in the head and that's really messed up? Absolutely. But if someone pushes me to the point of break, that's what happens. You know, someone can only take so much, right? I wouldn't do it at first, right? I would confront them and try to work things out peacefully, right? Peaceful resolution. But if they keep acting like they do, which Mina and everything keep seeming to do, right? I would actively like seek to make their lives miserable. So no, Mina, no. No, I do not make you happy. In fact, I'm still waiting for the opportunity to get you back for punching me in the arm. Just admit your feelings. It's okay if you like him more than a friend. Yeah, just admit your feelings. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Look, it's really obvious that you guys are more than just friends.
What? That's crazy talk.
No, it isn't. The fact that you just said crazy talk proves my point.
It doesn't prove anything.
You're my cousin. I know when you're hiding something. Besides, it's totally cool if you do like him.
Really? Wouldn't it make things weird?
It's weird now. No, it's weird now. What's so weird about two people who care about each other getting together? Seems like a natural progression to me.
It does seem natural when you put it that way.
Mina gathers up her towel.
Anyway, I should finish packing. And so should you. Mom and Dad will kill us if we don't make it back in time.
Yep, just fair warning, Mina. I'm going to get you back for punching me in the arm. I haven't forgotten about that, and I will get you back for that because I'm a sadistic bitch who holds grudges. Is it healthy? No. Should I seek help? Probably. But is it going to happen anyway? Absolutely. Yeah, they're looking forward to family day.
I'll see you in a few.
Okay.
Make sure you have your phone.
Make sure you have eyes in the back of your head. Make sure you have your towel. Blush stains her face and she hurries away. Hiding a chuckle, I double check that my phone is in my pocket and then finish packing. You know, I just had a thought. I'll be surprised if some people are watching this lurking away on stream or watching this in the VOD being like, okay, this guy's got problems. Not after everything I just said. Right, like, okay, this guy's got problems. But like I said, all right, I admit this, you know, like I said, like I just, you know, said, you know, as the character, right? Is it unhealthy? Absolutely. Should I seek help? Probably. But I feel like, as I said before, I would only like think this way if someone really pushes me to the point of break. Like, for me to be that sadistic, right? I would actually need to be pushed to the edge, right? It would have to be multiple times over a period of months or something, you know, for me to think and feel that way, right? Like I said, a human being can only take so much. If I had to deal with someone like Mina, especially someone like Evelyn in my day-to-day life, that's why I said, like, I would actively mute them, right? I would confront them about it, right, and try and seek a peaceful resolution. I would confront them about it, but failing that, but you know what? Then I'm gonna mute you, and I suggest you mute me, so we don't have to hear each other. Is it gonna be awkward? Yeah, because we're gonna sometimes talk over each other and not realize it. But at the same time, they're my friends and they're your friends, and I'm not gonna hang out with them less just because of you, right? I will not have my life negatively impacted because me and you don't fucking like each other. We can't get along. I've tried to seek peaceful resolution with you, you know, middle ground, compromise. It's not happening, so we're just gonna have to mute each other, right? And stay out of each other's way as much as humanly possible. But I'm also not gonna, like, avoid my friends when you're with them, right? I'm not gonna have my life negatively impact. Would you do that if you was in my position? No. So you know, we're gonna have to find a way to hang out with our friends without getting in each other's way. And the first step I suggest is muting each other, so we don't have to hear each other. We're going to talk over each other sometimes, but there's something we're going to have to adjust to. Because I'm not going to hang out with them less because of you. And I wouldn't expect you to do that in my position, if you was in my position either. So, you know, like vice versa, you know? That would be the route I go, right? Failing a peaceful resolution, failing a compromise of any kind, you know, failing the muting not working, right? And then not being on board with that approach either. Then maybe my mind will start to go to a dark place because they're making me that fucking miserable, and you know, that I end up being spiteful. You know, it would take a lot for me to get to that, for me to reach that point, right? Like, I wouldn't just, you know, if someone's acting like an arsehole towards me, I'd want to know why, you know? I'd want to confront them on it, you know? I wouldn't just take it lying down. When I'm done, I move my stuff into the living room and wait for the others to finish. One by one, the group finishes packing. Everyone is in the living room except Kira. I better go check on her. I knock before poking my head into her room. She sits on the bed with no luggage in sight. Kira, do you need help packing? Where are your bags?
I'm not heading back.
Why not?
It's nicer here than at home.
I remember that Kira's parents won't be returning for family day. Is this because your family won't be around? Her gaze flicks up to me before looking away. Look, Kira, you shouldn't stay here alone. Kira smiles softly.
It's okay.
No, it's not. She's quiet for a moment.
It'll be worse being home alone.
I can understand her thinking. If she goes home, she'll be constantly reminded that her family isn't there. At least here at the beach she has places to go to distract her. And then I'll stay here with you. My comment catches her off guard.
No, you can't do that.
It's not right for you to be alone.
But what about your family?
You are my family. Ooh. As long as I'm home in time for family activities tomorrow, my aunt and uncle won't mind if I stay here another night.
I can't ask you to do that.
Then it's a good thing you don't have to. Before Kira can argue, Mina pops her head into the room.
What's going on? Are you guys ready?
Mrs. Cockblock here to save the day.
You all can take the car and return home. I'm going to stay here a little longer.
Yeah. And I'll stay here with Kira for one more night. But I promise I'll be back first thing in the morning. Mina glances from me to Kira and back again. A sly smile spreads across her face.
Oh, I see what's going on. You two want the place to yourself.
Oh, I see what's going on. You want Kote to yourself. Kira's face turns beet red, but she doesn't deny it. Yeah, so hurry up already. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Yup. Now, if you don't mind, I sling an arm around Kira's shoulders and look at Mina expectantly. She
Wait
balks.
a second. I didn't expect you to admit it.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch. You're the one who brought it up.
It's obvious your mind is set, so I won't try to convince you otherwise.
Kira offers her a small smile, which Mina gladly returns. Then she looks at me.
I'll cover for you tonight with Mom and Dad, but make sure you're back first thing tomorrow.
You got it.
Let's say goodbye to the others.
Alright, well, I'll give Mina her props there. She's going to cover for me and allow me to not be interrupted while spending the time with Kira, you know? Don't get me wrong. Oh, God, the frame's missed there. Jesus. Everything okay, guys? We all good on stream? Sorry, where was... Oh, God, I knocked my mic again. Fuck me. I'm such a klutz today. I apologize. But yeah, where was I? What the hell? Fine. Yeah, it's all good. Not bad. I was adjusting my mic. No, I'll give Kira her props. I'll give Mina her props though. Right, the fact that she's willing to cover for me. Right, it's nice of her. Don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna get her back for getting me in the arm. There's going to be an opportunity where I get her back, but maybe I do it to less of an extent. It annoys me so much that every time she's annoyed, her first thought is punch in the arm. Right, her first thought is to inflict physical harm. Like, she has problems. Now, don't get me wrong. My first thought is to go for the mind, which is bad. But I wouldn't instantly, treat someone like... I wouldn't instantly, go for... That wouldn't be my first thought like Mina. Like I said, it would take a bit... It would take, multiple pushes for that to happen. The three of us exit the room. Jose glances at us in confusion.
What happened to your luggage?
I'm going to stay here for one more night.
One more night. One more night. Ooh. Yeah, and I figured I'd stay too. Jose looks back and forth between us and grins as broadly as Mina did.
Oh, I get it. Say no more.
He winks, but Mina shoves him out the door.
Don't be weird. Come on, let's get going.
What do you mean? You were weird. Evelyn smiles at Kira.
It's been an enjoyable time. Thank you for having us.
Fuck you, Evelyn.
You're welcome.
He raises her brow when she glances at me.
I assume you'll be returning tomorrow then?
Sorry about that. Yep. With a final nod and goodbye, Evelyn follows Mina and Jose out the door. At least, to Evelyn's credit, at least she didn't say anything. She didn't make any comments. She just said, I'll assume you'll be returning tomorrow then. Like, she didn't say anything. She just accepted it for what it is and moved on. Right? I'll give Evelyn her props there. I'm surprised Mina and Evelyn both acted nice there. It's surprising, it really is. For once, their characters weren't total arse-wipes. After our friends leave, I shoot Aunt Amiko a quick message to let her know my change of plans. I'll have to rely on Mina to do the rest. I turn to Kira. What should we do now?
I'm not sure.
What were you originally planning to do?
I was going to sit out on the balcony and work on my tan.
The balcony overlooks the water and a good portion of the beach. It's a nice way to relax and enjoy the scenery without having to deal with the crowds. That sounds really nice. He nods.
Okay, then I'll meet you there.
Sure. Okay. I think, well, I'll end it. I think. Yeah. Didn't do much. I would like to maybe get, I don't know, maybe I could have got more 10 more minutes in, but it's fine. We got some in. Oh. See? I always do that, man. I don't have the music playing. There we are. Yeah, thanks so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate you being here. Whether, you know, hope I've been a social attempt to any extent, whether that's first, second, third, fourth, you know. I've been talking to an attempt to any extent. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. And hopefully your time was completely wasted here. Sorry for the rants and the some of the unhealthy comments about being sadistic and actually thinking of ways to make life miserable. But as I said, someone would really, really, really have to be on my case and really push me to the breaking point for that to happen. And as I said with the with the women comments, right? So it's only the women who like to say all men are this, all men are that, right? Stereotype and lump all men into one group, right? Those are the ones I have a problem with. The ones who, you know, the ones who think clearly with a firm heart. You women are wonderful and lovely, and you know, and I can't respect you more. It's just the ones who are like, you know, of that ilk. Anyway, thank you much for watching, everybody. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. If I don't see you again, I'm sorry that I wasn't entertaining enough for you to stick with me, but I appreciate you giving me a chance all the same, and I hope you have a good rest of your week. I'm definitely gonna think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I've got like 3 days to think on it. I'm definitely gonna think about the Thursday stream. Maybe I just make Thursday stream a random stream. I just stream whatever I feel like, you know, versus just me streaming fine. It could be fine that day. It could be it could be fighting games. It could be something else. I don't know. I just not feeling super motivated to do the fine streams right now, you know. And it's gone from like what, 5, how many days to 3 to 2 to 1, and even then I can't keep to the 1 day a week, right? So you know, I just have to face facts that I'm not feeling it right now, right? So do I drop the fighting stream, or do I replace it with something else that I feel more motivated to stream and play, you know? I'll have to think on it. I could always just put it on hold and then just, you know, just do the story streams every weekend, and then just come back to, you know, doing a week stream when I actually feel like it, you know. We'll have to see. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy your week, however, as best you can. You know, if you're working, I apologize, but I hope you're able to enjoy it to some extent. Please subscribe. It's been Ethereal Enigma Part 13. I'll see you all, I don't know about during the week stream. Like I said, I'm going to think on it and maybe readjust the schedule. But I'll see you all next weekend for the story stream. Some more Ethereal Enigma, if you're into the story streams. Anyway, please subscribe. Have a great rest of your weekend. Have a good week. I'll see you guys later. Bye.